What's going on, guys, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. Quite a few different bits and pieces have changed in between this episode and the last one. One is I done a massive amount of resource gathering using the charms of sight, where I made the potions, like the netherite finding potion and ornamodium finding potion. I also made a diamond finding potion. So we've now got like 3.6 thousand diamonds and a ridiculous amount of, ornamodium. So 135 of the ore. We've got some of it being processed. Got 12 netherite ingots, and I did go ahead and I made us a structure compass. So we can now just go ahead and find the structures rather than aimlessly searching for them. And that's the charm of diamond site, charm of ornamodium site. And then I've got a couple of potions of the netherite site. Where are you? You, not you. Your mana. That's iron site. Gin. Didn't even know that was a thing. Awkward potions. They're somewhere in one of these boxes. That's the netherite powder. What do I do with the actual potions? I know that there's going to be somewhere where they shouldn't be now. But nevertheless, we have actually got a decent amount of the netherite. The other thing I went ahead and done is I set up a emerald sort of generating thing. I made auto traders, and in order to make the auto traders you need a netherite ingot for each one. So I made 3 of them, and I've got farmers just doing pumpkin trades. I've also done the curing process on the farmers. So it's a 1-for-1 trade. A bunch of hopper botany pots feeding the pumpkins into the auto traders feeding the emeralds. So now we're not going to be bottlenecked by emeralds again. I set up a bunch of the mechanism enrichment factory things that we sort of tapped into a little bit last time, but I've just been going up the progress tree, making the different tiers of alloys and whatnot. Oh, ornamodium's powder's now actually done, ready to be cooked. So let's throw you into there, throw you into there, and then the rest we can throw up in here. I've just got a whole bunch of ores being processed, and then we can sort of grab all of these and then throw them in our machine down here. I enchanted, actually I bought a pick off one of the wandering traders, upgraded it so it's fortune 5, and it's got unusing on, and I've been using that in order to get all the diamonds and stuff when I would have mining and mining dimension. And then I enchanted a bow. So we've now got True Sight 3, which I'm not too sure what that actually does. Power 5, Tombstone Soulbound, Endless Quiver makes any arrow basically unlimited. We do also want Unbreaking. Have we got an Unbreaking dude up here? No, you're Fortune. You're unusing. Okay, let me quickly grab, say, a couple of books. Have we got a lectern anywhere? Oh, we could probably just craft the lectern quickly. Actually, we should have a lectern somewhere in here. There we go. I knew that I had one somewhere. We could throw you into there. Where's our Unbreaking? Unbreaking. Thank you. Then we're going to want to quickly grab some emeralds. And some books. We probably want 4 of these. 4. Unbreaking. This guy I had reduced already. Combine that, and then 2 4s to make 5, and then that would add Unbreaking 5. Yeah, so that way it is a lot longer lasting. And then also cherry pick these 2 gems because we've got 2 spare sockets on this one. One adds 40% arrow damage, and then one adds 42.5% arrow velocity, which I think are pretty decent rolls to have added. So that is our arrow damage, and you are our arrow velocity. So the Endless Quiver basically makes any arrow you have in your inventory unlimited. It works, it's pretty much like Infinity, but for potion tipped arrows. But there was some arrows that I was seeing, like there's tons upon tons of arrows, and there was a couple that I was wondering if it does actually count, if Endless Quiver takes effect on them. There was, where are you? This one, the boom arrows, so 4 arrows around TNT, and then there was another one done in the Fletcher table, which is also an explosive arrow. But because it says explosion radius 2, I imagine it means it does damage to blocks, but we're going to test these things out just to see if they are any good. Where is some TNT? TNT. And then we want... How is it you make the cores, the charge things? Fire charges. Have I got any of them? Oh, I do. And gunpowder. Okay, so we want a Fletcher's table. Have we got a Fletcher's table? If we haven't, they're not overly difficult to craft, you know. It'll probably be quicker for me just to craft one. Go 4. And 2 flint, isn't it? Awesome. Quickly craft a Fletcher's table. And then you with 4 arrows around. That's our boom arrows. I had no idea that was the actual quest thing. Fletcher's table. Then it is arrow. Okay, how do we do this? Gunpowder, you, and you. I could have swore that it was this. Okay, there we go. Explosive arrow. Okay, so what we can do just to... Oh yeah, this thing's got Boon of the Earth on. So any stone block you hit has a chance of dropping an ore block instead of cobblestone. So I've got a whole bunch of these ore blocks and I don't really know what I should be doing with them. Let me put these emeralds away and then throw our bookshelf into there. And then we can put normal arrows and the boom arrows and then grab all of these ores. For the time being, they can be thrown in here considering all of our process stuff goes down below anyway. Kiddox. Now, we do not want to try these boom arrows at our base because we have no idea what they do. But we are about to find out, one, to see if they are in fact unlimited with this Endless Quiver, and 2, if they actually do block damage. They definitely do block damage, and Endless Quiver does work with them. Oh my god, that is freaking amazing. Okay, now what I'm wondering is, does the boom arrow do damage to blocks? Because obviously, if there's certain places if I'm fighting, I don't want the blocks to be damaged in. Okay, so this one is Endless Quiver as well, also works. And by the looks of it, it's not dropping the blocks. Oh no. Please don't tell me I've triggered a raid. Oh, it's just because I had to kill so many of them. Yeah, I think just keeping the boom arrows rather than the block damaging ones. Like, I'll keep the block damage arrows in my pocket just because, well, they're like, if I want to destroy some land or get through a wall or something quickly, it's not a bad way to go. But let's quickly go on upstairs. So that's our range weapon sort of taken care of for the time being. And then we can throw you and you into there. Throw you can go into there. You don't go in there. You go into there. And down wasabi seeds. Awesome. Now, there's a reason that I wanted to start going down the route with mechanism, and that is because there's a material called refined obsidian. This, and its base attack damage is 10, so I was hoping to be able to make a weapon from silent gear out of refined obsidian. So I don't actually know, what is it we need to make the refined obsidian? So it's osmium compressor. For an osmium compressor we need steel casing. That we can do.
Lovely jubbly.
And what else is it we need? Completely lost my train of thought. Okay, so if we go osmium compressor, I think that's going to be the easiest bet. At mechanism, and then go osmium compressor. So we need 2 of these advanced circuits, which is, I think we should actually have a bunch of this stuff that we can use already. So we want 2 of these. 1, 2. Awesome. 4 normal alloys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got that. We also want the 2 buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 buckets. Steel casing, so 4 steel, osmium, 4 glass. 4 glass. 4 steel. Are you still? 2, 3, 4. And then 1 osmium. I should really put a crafting bench down there, but we're going to probably hopefully get into that later on today. I want to get some form of digital storage up and running, because it would just make everything 10 times quicker when it comes to crafting. Okay, we are also going to need a form of generator. Not the heat one, preferably. Have you not just got like a solid fuel generator? Generator. Okay, culinary copper. I have no idea. Transfer rate 20 FE per tick. That looks really simple. Oh, so it goes up in tiers. And it generates more and more per tier. Okay, so we need a bunch of redstone blocks that we can do. Bunch of gold, bunch of iron, bunch of copper, bunch of diamonds, and then redstone, was it? Oh no, we got redstone already, didn't we? Is a furnace. So have I got a furnace in there? Where are you? There we go. Okay. So let's go copper, iron. So yeah, if we just do you on you, iron, then gold, then diamond. What's the next here? Emerald. That is something that we can also do. Emerald. I've never used this mod either, so I have no idea how effective it is. And we sort of max out at emerald, I do believe. So let's, you know what, for the time being, let's just put it down here. This is not going to be like a permanent situation. So let me put that there, put you here. We're going to want a fuel to burn, so I'm guessing coal. Okay, so rate 300 FE per tick. Awesome. Okay, so then we need, what is it we need in order to make this stuff? Let's put all of this other stuff away. Refined obsidian, right? Mechanism, refined obsidian. So we need refined obsidian dust, which is made in the metallurgic infuser. So obsidian through the diamond one, and then it is just that with osmium. Where's our osmium? Osmium, like 6 will be fine, I think. And then we're going to want, have we got any? So that's our enriched one. So we're going to want some obsidian dust to be put through this one here. And then we combine the obsidian dust with the osmium ingots in the osmium compressor to make the refined obsidian. Is, as far as I know, let's just wait until we get 6. We can probably make that compressor into a factory as well. Have I got any? Actually, I'll do that at another point. Do that, then do that. It's going to be 2 osmium per 1. Looks like it might be actually, or just slightly more. Let's just grab a few more osmium. Yay, it's complete. Okay, and this is the damage value of 10. Then we want to go upstairs. How many pieces? So I've got the katana blueprint, and I don't know how many resource things it is to make the blade. So it's 3 resources to make the blade, and then we need a tool rod of some kind. Do that. Let's just see what different tool rods there are. Stick flexible. They're all flexible. Flexible 1. Come on, is there anything better stat wise? It doesn't look like it. No. Okay, let me look for rod. Rod, okay. So iron rod is magnetic and flexible. As far as I can see. Okay, that's all Greg Tech. I don't think they're gonna have stats as far as silent gear stuff goes. Ancient wood, it's just flexible. Skyroot flexible. Definitely not stone because it's got brittle, but it's also got crushing. Rough rod is crude 3, bending 5. Oh, okay, so apparently it's crap. It's just good for emergencies. It looks like iron, I think, is going to be the rodeo. Okay, going to probably be the best one. I can hear footsteps near me, which means we've got a wandering trader nearby. He's going to be on my roof, isn't he? Freaking wandering traders. Let's sleep this night away. Go grab the rest of this obsidian stuff, refined obsidian. And then we should be able to grab a iron rod from there. Refined obsidian. And then if we put the blueprint, 3 of these guys. So malleable and hard. Attack damage 10 plus 4. And then we do iron rod. So attack damage is 15 compared to 8. Attack speed 1.7. So the attack speed is more than this sword. And entity reach is 3. And durability is pretty freaking high. But this one's got some really good freaking enchants on. But you know what, that's like... So gear sometimes takes less damage, cancel with brittle. So that's good. Malleable. Hard 5 increases harvest speed or decreases range damage as item is damaged. Cancels with soft. Flexible. Gear occasionally takes less damage. And magnetic. So they're not bad stats actually. Let's make that. Got a katana. Nice. And then we're going to obviously want to enchant this thing. Smite 6, looting 4, life stealing. All really freaking good. This one's got 1 extra thing of looting. And it's got fire aspect 5 and capturing 5. But we can put capturing 5 on and we can put mending on. So let me get the rest of the enchants put on this sword, and then we can have this other sword be... We need like a separate chest just for backup gear, because we have got a gear chest, but this is like not sorted in any way whatsoever. I think having a separate little chest next to my bed might be a good idea. Let's go. Oops. Redstone torch. Do one of them, do that, and then put that next to my bed. You can go in there as a backup. So yeah, let me get these enchants done and then I will be right back. Alright, so I've got the sword pretty much done. I've got, what is it, life stealing, looting 4, smite 6, mending, unbreaking 4, vorpal 3, which does random massive amounts of damage. Capturing 5 and tombstone soulbound. There's a couple more enchants I'd like to get on it, but I'm like completely out of levels and I used every single level that was in this thing. So we are actually going to have to sort out a way of getting more XP sometime soon, but it's not very high on my priority list. I would like to have this be fireproof as well, just in case I make the mistake of accidentally throwing it in lava. So we have to use these coating smithing templates, I do believe. And if we go grab a bit of netherite, where are you? You are compressed iron. You are scraps. Netherite. Awesome. And then we want to go smithy, I think. Do that, and then do that. Boom. And it turns our like purpley blade into like a netherite refined obsidian blade. And it actually increases the damage as well. So it goes from 15 attack damage to 18.33. Which is insane, and then it also makes it fireproof. So it just keeps getting better and better. Although I still don't think it's anything compared to like the Ordemodium sword. Ordemodium. Yeah, see, like just the Ordemodium sword is 16 attack damage at base. That's what I don't like. It's like that is so easy to make at this stage now, but it is just, it makes the other weapons that take time in order to craft together a little bit like lackluster. Like the Ordemodium alloy blade, 47 attack damage, which is just insanity. But it does use up a special crafting recipe, which is unobtainium, Ordemodium, and vibranium, which is interesting. Is there a way of upgrading this like the next tier? Yeah, so you can upgrade this to the vibranium sword, which we could possibly do. Like, I believe that is found in bastions as well, in suspicious soul sand, and that does 22 damage on base stat. So I think we're going to sort of avoid using Ordemodium weapons unless we come up to a boss where it's like, well, you have to use these now, otherwise you're not going to get past this stage. But there's a lot of different things that we can use in our arsenal, a lot of different mods, a lot of different weaponry, like Gatling guns, revolvers, charge rifles and stuff like that. So I'm not overly concerned in testing different avenues before resorting to that. There is something I wanted to see if we could find, and that is like any of the... Okay, we need a shift and right click. Any of the Stargate structures. So we've got Stargate pedestal, Stargate pedestal, 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 jungle, Stargate, buried Stargate, buried Stargate desert. Should we just search for one of these?
Lovely jubbly.
I do apologise for that. Is it still like trying to find one? Or are these like generated structures just not something that's been added yet? Which is probably, it could explain why that map that I found or bought off the archaeologist took me to nowhere. Looks like it's doing this thing. Tempting to locate. Please wait. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay. So it says within 10,000 block radius. Okay, let's try something else. How about desert? It may just be that it's just the structures themselves have not been added, unless they've been added but in a different dimension. It survived one hit. I got it down to like 1 hot, which isn't terrible. Come here, sheep. Yay! I can one-shot a sheep and a pig. Seriously, is this thing still not going to find the Stargate thing? Yeah. I don't think it's going to find it. My phone keeps on going off. Which is, you know what's weird? Is that, like, my phone has been silent for the majority of the day. And then I press record, and within pressing record, I've had 3 different messages. Which is in like an hour. It's like, over 12 hours of my day, nothing. No one's bothered me, no one's messaged me. But then, within pressing record, 3 different people decide to message me. Which is, annoyingly, one of them tedious things. Okay, so that couldn't find that. Can we find any of the other Stargate things? Stargate. Okay, so we got Terra Stargate, Lantern Outpost, Ocean, Pegasus Stargate, Great Pyramid. I think I found one of the Great Pyramids already. Stargate Pedestal Snow, Stargate Pedestal Never, Stargate Pedestal Mushroom, Glacio, Desert, Stargate Pedestal Deep Dark. Wow. Looks like they can spawn in a lot of different biomes. Let's see if it can find one in the snow. Right, does that? I'll go see what people are messaging. Yeah. I'm gonna like carry on searching and see if it does actually finally spot anything. And if it does find something, then we can probably head off to it. But otherwise, we can focus on getting some form of digital storage back up and running over at base. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the list and just see if it can find anything. Okay, so this thing still giving me no indication as to where any of the structures are. So that thing's not going to be, it's not helpful that there's like 300 different variations of these Stargate structures that can spawn. So I went through the process of getting the archaeologist and getting a new one to get a new map, come all the way over to the location, and I'm hoping that there's something around here this time. So we're just going to go and mine in the local vicinity, because I was reading up on it to see if like was I missing something, and they said it's not the same way that the buried treasure spawns, but it's usually underneath the ground by a few blocks within the local vicinity of where the X is on the map. So we're just going to do a little bit of vein mining in hopes that we can actually find it. Okay, so the map's somewhere here. Oh, apparently we just got an achievement. Yes. So it's not below the dirt layer by the looks of it. How about if we take down some of these stone layer? No way. Oh, for frick's sake. Okay, so there's it looks like a flat down one. Oh, this looks pretty cool. Is this something that I have to like break to interact with? Okay, yeah, great. Seeds galore. No, don't want you in there. Also worried about breaking anything near it. So this is the Milky Way. So the DHD is the dial home device, I think it's called. large control crystal, 3 times energy crystals, 1 times communication crystal, 1 times transfer crystal, and this is our Stargate. And it's got stone, so dimension, SG journey, Abydos, Terra, stone symbol, point of origin, Giza. Giza's, I think, desert, isn't it? So, do I have to like break this in order to then access this? Did that give me like an address to dial? So 26, 6, 14, 31, 11, 29. So 26, 6, what is it? 14, 31, 11, 14, 31, 11, and then 29, 20, then no. That's so freaking cool. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. We are... Oh my god, I'm so using these to get around. They're probably going to be highly inconvenient having to each time. But, yeah, it is so freaking cool. So we are now in the Abydos Desert. In case we lose our point, let's go... have we got a flint and steel? We should do. Oh, no. Like these guys. Just so it's a little bit brighter. And then we want to grab one of you guys. Do this, and we could go Abydos, portal, home, question mark. Okay, so that way if we do get stuck and it doesn't let us use our warp stone to get to our main home base, we can warp stone here and use that dial up device. I'm just hoping that it automatically saves the address for going back to, if I remember, it's like a different galaxy. The Abydos galaxy is a different one, which is I think the original Stargate, SG1. I'm not too sure. We have got another temple-ish structure here. I heard bad guys. Sandstone with hieroglyphics. Okay. So this is going to be... Let's just see where this one takes us. Well, hello. Ow. Okay, that's our silk touch pick. Pick up these spawners just in case they're useful. Thank you. And let's risk it. Oh, we've got 2 zombie heads there as well. Oh wow, smithing templates. I want you. You. Chip gem. Magnet upgrade. Common ink. And I'll take the music disc. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of loot going on here. More goodies. You. I don't know if they're like worth taking or not. Okay. Grab all of these bits and pieces. Okay, so there's going to be a bunch of stuff that I'm going to want to just like delete. That's going to be like rotten flesh. All of these seeds can go, because they're very easy to get a hold of. Pebble you can go, chiseled stone you can go, twigs you can go, mossy cobble, string we don't really need. Okay, yep, that's about right. I'm going to throw all of this stuff in to these chests that we don't want. Hey, magnet upgrade. Achievement complete. Okay, I want you. Conjurer's Talisman. Interesting. Sapphires. I'm not going to bother picking up any more of this compressed iron armor, because not only have we got all of the ingredients to make that stuff, it's also below the sort of tier that we're currently at. Another runic etching. Another smithing template. I may see if I can get into doing the armor stuff in order to start using them templates. So at the moment they're a little bit wasted on me. Yeah, so throw all of these goodies into here. I think that's this. Oh my god, there's so many more. I forgot that there was so many in here. I definitely want the gold, dude. And oh wow, that one didn't register anything. Oh, Jaffa chest plate. Yes, please. Naquada alloy. Building block of all technology. Raw Naquada. Another alloy. And another Jaffa chest plate. Sweet. Have they got like their own full armor sets? Because if that is something that is okay, I think we've cleared everything. I do like these blue squigglies. Sandstone with Blackus. Ah, whoops. Like interesting decorational pieces. So I'm just going to go grab them because I don't know how difficult they are going to be to craft. Where are they going? What has got... Oh, okay, yeah. It's thrown the magnet upgrade into this backpack, so it's now just going to pick everything up. We're going to switch that off because we don't want that to be a thing. Okay, let's go back to wherever it is that we were. I'm not going to bother stealing this one. Mainly because I'm hoping there's a lot more temples like this dotted around the place. Throne. Oh, all of these things are already lit. I didn't do that. You always have to look behind the throne just to see if there's any goodies hidden underneath it. No? Okay. Let's head on down here. I'm not seeing any world-specific bad guys though. One good thing though is a massive area to come for mining sand. Yeah, I'm going to go for a little wander around, see if I can't spot anything cool. Okay, that's lava. And if I do find anything, let me just have a look on our map. So that's our big temple. We have got something over way over there. So I may double back on myself, fast travel to that and have a look to see what that is. But I'm going to keep on travelling east just a little bit to see if I can spot anything. Okay, so after travelling nearly 12,000 blocks, I used a scroll, and the scroll gave me 10 minutes to flight, so it was nowhere near as bad as you think. I didn't run 10,000 blocks, but I've found a structure that I've not seen yet, and that is this thing. Can we, like, I'm assuming this is coordinates. Okay. So yeah, that's the address back to the overworld. Can we, like, pick that up? Okay, here we can. Stargate symbol 0. Let's grab you. Does that mean that this is like a Stargate structure? Well, obviously it's a Stargate structure, but is it an actual Stargate? Or rah. Blue Skies Everdawn address, the Glacio Ad Astra, Chulak, and another Chulak one. Okay. So if we grab you, grab you, grab you, grab you, grab you. I want all of these simple ones as well. Awesome. So first of all, let's see what can actually fit into here, and then Stargate stuff. I do believe I'm throwing it into this one here, so you can go all of these symbols. Tara, Katlim. Pick up all of you, and you, and then sandstone can just be thrown into there. Okay, is there anything else that I'm missing? It's like you would have thought that with all of this hieroglyphic stuff that there would actually be a Stargate here somewhere. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing it at all. So we're going to do what all great explorers do, and that is destroy the fucking place. No, I've lost my flight. Okay, so it doesn't all... Okay. It doesn't look like there's an actual Stargate here. It just looks like it's got all of the addresses that you may need to travel using the Stargates. But we're one step closer to being actually able to make the Stargates. There's like one main thing. I don't know how to get the liquid naquadah, because you need this in order to make the crystallizer in order to make the crystals for the traveling, like the communication crystal, and then that goes into classic DHD. So yeah, which Stargate can... Well, we've got one back at home that we can just pick up, and I'm fairly sure if I trade with that dude again. But that's the first time I've seen this like weird little structure. But I don't know how far I should be travelling out, especially now that I have to travel by foot. What I will do is head on back to this poor home place, head on outside, and we'll go west to that other grey structure that I had no idea what it is. The one that I saw on our map, this thing. Yeah, no idea what this thing is. But there's a few of them dotted around. I did come across a different biome, so maybe this is just like a different biome of this place. Looks like it's got an ore. What are you? Oh, you're an aqua. That's pretty cool. Quartz-like mineral. Oh my god, look at all this freaking sandstone crap I've got on me. Oh, the pure naquadah. So there must be a way of melting this stuff then. Like advanced crystal base, smelting to get weapons grade naquadah. Hand device. Classic chevron block. Yeah, so I've got the naquadah alloys, and I can make the naquadah reaction chamber is netherite, or no, it's just naquadah with redstone blades. It's fine, but it's this liquid stuff that I don't know how to get. But what we will do is mine up a whole bunch of this stuff, just so I've got enough. To be fair, I can always come back here and mine more. But I want to get higher up into this structure just to see if there's anything more valuable towards the top. We're getting a whole bunch of this raw naquadah, which is good, and a whole bunch of the pure naquadah. Just granite, random granite. bit of sandstone. Oh, a little bit of dense order. Making our way up. Oh, come on, guy. And I still think the FX of the Stargate opening up is probably the coolest teleportation thing I've seen in a mod. I don't know how much I'm going to utilise it. If I can do it and it sort of saves the addresses for you, I'm fine, because I don't tend to teleport from one place to another like massively frequently. Like, usually I'll travel to a place and I spend quite a bit of time there, so having convenient quick travel using just a warp zone, I think I'd rather the cool factor of having the Stargate do that special effect each time I'm about to travel somewhere. I still have no idea. I might actually have to look up online to see how you get the liquid stuff, so that way we can build our own Stargate and travel thing, dialing home device. Okay, can we get up, please? Come on, we're very nearly at the top. Yeah, there's nothing up here. But we've got a whole bunch of this ore stuff, and it doesn't look like there's anything massively different. It's like dirt, some glow lichen. But yeah, other than that, it's mainly just ore. We've got some cold ore, a bit of copper ore. So like just like ore pillar things, don't they? But nonetheless, it's still pretty cool. Abydos spires is the biome this is, and I'm fairly sure this is kind of like that's the oasis area that I found. It's the only place that actually spawns stuff. Even at night time, there's no hostile mob spawns other than the spawners. So this may well be a decent place to set up like a mob farm, considering that you've got no mob cap being taken up by anything else. So we could set up like our whole mob farming area over here, which isn't a bad idea. Have like a bunch of spawners, because that way it's like they're going to be the only entities loaded whilst I'm over here. Yeah, I may actually do that. This is like a good planet system place to actually do that in, but let's first of all see if we can get home. Portal home. Go to you. Oh crap. Incomplete address. Okay. Where is home? Okay. I did find the one that's got the overworld. Where did I put it though? It was in this one, wasn't it? Okay, so Minecraft overworld. It is 27, 25, 4, 35, 10, 28, 35, 10, 28. No, it lied. So that was correct. And it's taking us back here. Does that mean that you've like memorized? Is there a way of storing? Let's. And I want to see if there's a way of getting it to remember the addresses. If there is, then I would happily use this, but having to manually type it in each time is going to be a bit of a freaking nuisance. Can we like pick you up? Yes, we can. Yay, Stargate technology. Give me that. Has control crystal. So now we can set up our own one. Happy days. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, head back to base. I'm going to create an area to actually have this set up at. This area is so freaking destroyed. Let's get out of there. I'm going to have to severely sort out my inventory as well. Otherwise it's going to drive me insane. So what I can do is probably set up like a portal on one of these sides. Or I may do an underground one and have like just a separate room for it that we go to for teleporting over to that sort of place. And then we can test out them other addresses as well to see what else they do. So yeah, let me sort of dig out an area, build a room for it, set it up, and then get these glyphs sort of set up on the wall so I can see what the addresses are. And I'll do a bit of googling in between episodes, well not in between episodes actually, looking at the time. Yeah, let me set up the room. We can check out the other addresses because we've got a whole bunch of them here. See where they sort of take us to, and just see if I can figure out a way of getting it to memorize the addresses so we can have it being a main sort of utilized thing. But we can set this up facing just like normal way, can't we? Stargate does not have enough space. Oh my god, how much room does this thing need? Okay. But we really don't want it, so it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 blocks tall. Which means I have to make sure I've got a room big enough for it. But yeah. Yeah, let me do that and I will bring you back once I've done that. Alright, so fast forward around about 6 hours worth of fiddling around with this mod. Mainly, like usually if it's something was this sort of in depth, I'd probably do mainly like a couple of episodes based around it, considering the amount of time it takes. But it's such a sort of cool, intricate mod that is probably overseen. So I did build a room for it. I also linked up our ring panel, so we've only got one address, which is downstairs. So if we go there, it bypasses us having to go down. This is the room that I've created for it. And this is what we are going to do. So we've got our little panel up here, which goes back up the stairs. I've got the Stargate set up on a set of stairs with a couple of the lights. And then you naturally need to power it with a basic interface. And you need a basic interface to not only power it, but also so you can interact with it with the computer mod, the CC Tweak mod. And the CC Tweak mod allows you to basically run programs that allow you to auto dial. And I've got all of these addresses. So you've got the Glacio, the Overworld, which is one that we're currently in now, so that one's not really important. And then we've got the Abydos, and we've also got this one. So we've got Glacio, Abydos, and Chuluk, and no, Everdawn as well. Dial that we've got programmed in, and the way that we've done it is we're using a floppy disk. And if you were born after say 1995, you probably don't even know what a floppy disk is. But we've got if we like shut this down, so if we turn on the computer and we go CD disk, and then it's loading from the disk, and then we go Stargate dial-in, which is the program we've written. And then that will give us the list. But then also if we go to edit, is that edit? No, it is edit on list rather than the input. Oh my god, edit this Stargate Lure, there we go. And then this is the sort of basic program that we've written. So you've got a function that it runs in order to dial the address. So local address length is getting to basically the length of the address from the address lengths. So then it knows how many things to dial. The chevrons are the different numbers on the actual Stargate itself. And then you got the if chevron is 2% or equal to 0, then the phase rotate clockwise. So that way you alternate it to rotate clockwise to get to the number it's looking for, and then rotate anti-clockwise to get to the next number, and then it goes back and forth. And then this is the basically end of the program. And then we've got the different addresses that we've inputted already. So we've got the Abydos, Chulak, Everdorn, and Glacio. And this is the cycle that it prints on the screen to tell us which ones to pick. This is the section where it's like, well, if you input number 1, then it will dial the Abydos address, or if you input 2, it will dial this. And then if you don't input any numbers or an invalid number, it will print invalid input. And that's pretty much the end of it. So what we can do is turn our computer on, run from CD disk, and then we go Stargate, dial in, yes, and then it will ask us for our input. We have not been to Chulak yet, so if we dial 2, and then it will start doing the dialing process, which I think is probably the best thing, because it is the exact same as what it would do in the TV series and the movie. We've got a bad spawn nearby somewhere. So it will go through all of the things, and it will rotate clockwise and then anti-clockwise until it gets to the number it's looking for. And if you look on here, it's actually going to the numbers for which is awesome. So what we are actually going to do, where's our... I want to make sure I've got the address now. There we go, overworld. It is also like, if we go to... such a cool effect. Okay, so if we go to Stargate, I'm fairly sure there's like a handheld dialing device. Yeah, so you've got PDA. We need to make one of these, but we need this, which means crystallizer again, liquid, and aquada. And there you've got the personal shield emitter, which is something that we also want. And I think that with one of the handheld devices, you can actually... let's go into this portal, because I've not been to this. No, we're in water. Okay. Let's cut down this tree. Awesome. If we go new... Stargate. I don't know why we've got a hashtag there. I'm fairly sure there's like a handheld device that you can get in order to dial the things. And I'm hoping with that, that will be location. I'm hoping with that we can do it a lot quicker on these other gates. By the way, is this like another one in the overworld? No, this is like... Oh, this is a completely different. Obviously, it's got standard vanilla generation, but it says Chulak Forest, so we're definitely in another dimension. And I don't know what this dimension's going to have to offer, if it's going to have certain structures or stuff that we can steal, loot, pillage. But that is pretty much the Stargate mod. There's still like a lot of it that I want to delve into when we get new addresses. I want to set up the Stargates on other locations. But I just think it's a really cool travel method. And although I understand it's like the waystones sort of outshine it with just the convenience factor. Oh, we've got a building over here. But I don't know, just the coolness and intricate factor of doing the Stargates is, I just really enjoy it. Never the easy wave with me. Okay, you know what, we don't need this wood on us. Can we do this? Thank you. A little building. Some bread. Some food. Feathery Jaffa Boots of the Fox. Awesome. Can we sleep? Okay. I was worried that if we were asleep it was going to be like the Nether Dimension and we end up like blowing up or something. Okay, so is there something else to this building? No, that's just like a little storage thing. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is have a wander around here, see if I can't find anything else in this dimension, and then we'll probably call the episode here anyway. Like, we've got all the Stargate stuff sort of done. We've got our room all set up there. And I decided to go with the sandstone just because we've got them address sandstone scriptures that we could have placed on the wall, which I think just adds to the sort of Stargate feel. And what I will be doing in between this episode and next, I'm going to be making different rooms that come off of that room for the different portals. So we're going to be moving our nether portal down there. We're going to be moving our mining dimension portal down there. We're going to be moving the Twilight Forest portal down there. And each one of them portals are going to have their own individual room, because there is a few other dimensions also. Like Everdawn is one that we can link to the Stargates, which isn't an issue, but there's also the dark version of the Everdawn, I do believe. And then you've got the other dimension, which is actually called the Other Dimension, and that is added by all the mods, and that one's just pure chaos, but that's like end game dimension. You can also link the Nether and the End to that Stargate system as well, so it will be like a multi-use portal that we can actually set up and have completely functional to get us from any dimension to another dimension, really, which is really cool. But yeah, nevertheless, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and hopefully, I just realised that we slept the night away, but it's still freaking night time. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.